Jehovah, please hear our call. Without you, we cannot make it. Send your angels, God. Please hear our call. Hear our nation. Jehovah, please hear our call. We pray for our blessed nation. Jehovah, please hear our call.
Today, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tomorrow, the Caribbean. Nice Radio. 90.3, 101.3, 96.7 FM.
Central Kingstown, are you ready for the biggest, most exciting event of the season? That's right. Mark your calendars because Monday, October 28th, we're taking over the Green Hill Hardcourt with the Central Kingstown Constituency Fun Day Fair, hosted by the one and only Honorable Major St. Clair Leacock. It's a fun-filled day for the whole family. Kicking off at 1 p.m., we've got it all. A live band bringing the vibes. Your favorite DJs spinning the hottest tunes. Food stalls with mouth-watering meals and delicious drinks. Games galore for all ages, and a special treat for the kids. Come out and enjoy a day of fun, laughter, and good vibes with your friends, family, and neighbors. The Central Kingstown Fun Day Fair has something for everyone. Don't miss out Monday, October 28th from 1 p.m. at the Green Hill Hardcourt, proudly hosted by Honorable Major St. Clair Leacock and the Central Kingstown constituency. See you there.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines, are you ready? On Saturday, November 9th, Third Element and Novelle May presents Rise Reggae SVG. Live on stage, the gentleman himself, Romain Vogo. The Soul Divider. Romain Vogo. Leave the business alone. From the royal family of reggae, Gramps Morgan. You deserve the love of a woman like you. Gramps Morgan. For people like you. And the great one, Jamil.
Tell them the strongest soldiers get the hardest fight.
Jamil.
Lose them soul for game the world. When I switch for the table turn.
Rise Reggae SVG, the concert of the century. On Saturday, November 9th, Victoria Park. Gates open at 8 p.m. Tickets are available island-wide or online at ticketpal.com.
Need a well-balanced meal? Check Finity Restaurants and Catering Services in Pauls Avenue, opposite SVG General Services Limited. We offer takeaway and delivery services. We provide a variety of choices for breakfast, lunch, and snacks, and local juices rich in vitamin C. We offer pastries, rotis, doughboy, banana bread, and much more. For the best in cakes for that special occasion, whether it is birthday, anniversary, weddings, or need a velvet, cheesecake, chocolate, or any other, check Foodfinity in Pauls Avenue. For orders and delivery, call Foodfinity at 784-456-1344 in Pauls Avenue or Munzie's at 784-526-8063.
I passed by a brethren the other day. If you see he plays rat and cockroach racing, mosquito fighting one another for come knee in your ears, and the amount of woodlights I see, I had to wonder if them been in the wood with no attack and build the ark. I said, bye, call Flick.
For the eradication of pests, Flick is your answer. Before and after construction of your domestic and commercial buildings, Flick uses environmentally safe chemicals and keep washrooms fresh with the Aroma Odor Control and the FemCare Sanitary Disposal Systems. Call Flick Pest Control today at 457-1857 or click www.flickpestcontrol.com.
Introducing Kitty Care Plus Picoactin Syrup and Minglobin Liquid from Maya Organics PVT Limited. Kitty Care Plus is an optimum nutrient for growing children. It promotes physical growth and enhances intellectual performance. Biko-Actin syrup has a synergistic combination of cyproheptadine and B vitamins that help to improve appetite and body weight. And Mim Globin liquid helps to optimize growth and builds immunity. Get yours today. Kitty Care Plus, Biko-Actin syrup, and Mim Globin liquid available at leading supermarkets and pharmacies. Agent Bowman's Pharmacy. Call 456-2235.
No matter where you are in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, your radio is Nice Radio. 101.3, 96.7, 90.3 FM.
We're all moving on together. So we must plan collectively for a brighter day. No one knows what's in store for the future. True dedication can get us there. Independence is a milestone in our march to prosperity. Now St. Vincent and the Grenadines have a rare nationality. We are a nation of many races and have tried hard to integrate. The strength of so many faces shall be the prospects of our faith. So in this moment of history, tell it in every community, our nation is born. Colonialism is gone. This is a time of national freedom, so share our love with someone. The 27th dawn of October, our nation is born. One history, one ecstasy, one destiny, for all the we. Hey, hey, While we take this stand as a nation, let us not forget our past. For this future we praise our heroes who fought slavery to the last. Special honors to Marcus Garvey. His sacrifice gave us all a chance. And all the men who fought in this century to bring us this day of independence. So in this moment of history, tell it in every community, our nation is born. Colonialism is gone. Now this is a time of national freedom, so share our love with someone. The 27th dawn of October, our nation is born. One history, one ecstasy, one destiny, for all the we. Though some manipulate the franchise of world adult suffrage, there's still hope of a bright tomorrow for all the underprivileged. Let love excel our wishes, our advancement needs plenty of work. Remember, back is that for the nation that upholds less action and lots of talk. In this moment of history, tell it in every community, our nation is born. Colonialism is gone. Now this is a time of national freedom, so share love with someone. The 27th dawn of October, our nation is born. One history, one ecstasy, one destiny, for all of we. My people join hand in hand now. Put your differences aside. Get your hearts and soul together. We got to build this nation with pride. Work in harmony with good leaders. Never elect no one here to rule. Then we can feel at home like good comrades. Our people must not be election tools. So in this moment of history, Tell it in every community, our nation is born. Colonialism is gone. Now this is a time of national freedom, so share a love with someone. The 27th dawn of October, our nation is born. One history, one ecstasy, one destiny for all the way.
That's Vibrating Skates. With that track there, Our Nation is Born. And tomorrow, October 27, we will be celebrating our 45th anniversary of independence. You're in tune to Nice Radio on 90.3, 96.7, and 101.3. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Good morning to you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Let me say good morning to the friends on the road, friends at home, and wherever you are this morning in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Sending some love your way. Reminding you, coming up at 7:30, we'll have Braithen Horn for a view from the outside. We got the local news, local, regional, and international news that's coming up at 8 o'clock, which will be followed by the sports, the weather, the bereavement. We'll be opening the lines at 10 minutes to 9 for the celebration package. The brother Vin Abbott will be joining us at 9:15 for Healthy Vibes. We continue. So we continue with the nice vibes here on your nice station. Reaching out to the friends in the marketplace, wherever you are this morning. And all the businessmen and businesswomen in the land, good morning to you. Wishing you a productive day today.
I put a Latin disco song to sing for my pretty woman. In that song I had a melody to keep her always loving me. And when I'm singing in ecstasy, she feels my music over her body, dancing to the Congo beat. She turns me on with a sexy beat. One foot, the other foot, in a disco, dancing mambo. You see how she go love me all the time. I am the only one to make she whine all the time. Go into disco, this song so she out to mambo. In my musical expression, there was a line to make her warm. I wanted her to feel a harmony, to see what feeling she's got for me. The way she moved was romantic. Her hips were swaying very quick, dipping, rolling all along. She has never had a love in song. Tempo, plenty tempo, with a display of merengue. See how she go love me all the time. I am the only one to make she whine all the time. Go into disco, this song so she out to mambo. song was a master blast. It hit the charts and had a coming fast. From the moment when it first released, my woman never ever rest in peace. Whether television or radio, at a party or in a disco, she really made love to my song. She thought it was like no other one. Groovy, very groovy, with a feeling, sexy feeling. See how she will love me all the time. I am the only one that makes she whine all the time. Go into the disco, this song shows she how to mambo.
Took me to Japan, Soca Jam International. Oh, just imagining this thing happening. The whole world joining in, singing. Celebration, celebration. Soca Jam International. Oh, celebration, celebration. Soca Jam International. 500,000 at the venue. Soca dream finally come true. 100 million universal watching live on television, singing celebration, celebration. Soca Jam International. Oh, yo. Celebration, celebration. Soca Jam International. All right. Soca celebration. Arrow raising the hand, swallow subway jam. They really feeling Baran. Yeah, my soca rocker, Nello me lover, scorch a party fever, singing celebration, celebration. Soca Jam International. Yeah, celebration, celebration. Soca Jam International. Do it. Rock it. If you see Brooke Shields, then you got Missy Young, Vanessa and Donna Young. Yeah, I couldn't believe them beauties. Winding down till they touch the ground, singing celebration, celebration. Soca Jam International. Yeah, celebration, celebration. Soca Jam International. This country is full of diehards and strongheads. Most of them believe they can feel the pinch. Lord, they are strong supporters, you can believe that. And once the party's nothing, they don't care about anything. Some desperate for the country to end up in a mess, and they will do anything to put it more in distress. Some on the job, they skylarking, doing anything, Lord. They hoping that government get the blame, but I say you must put your country before your party. For that is the only way, the only hope, good God, to any nation's prosperity. Believe me, and put your country before your party. For progress and prosperity, strong economy, Lord, you gotta put your country. UPS and all you heads of department, I beg you to do your job with pride and with dignity. Cause I know most of you link up deep in politics, but it's time you show some concern for your country. From political warfare, I beg you to refrain, cause that was what old Trinidad so far down the chain. Cause if you only work hand in hand and unite as one, Lord, our nation will really make a move on. But we got to put the country before we party. For that is the only way, the only hope, good God, to any nation's prosperity. Believe me, and put your country before your party. For progress and prosperity, strong economy, Lord, you gotta put your country.
trying to build a nation. But most of we in life could never see that. So our contribution is just criticism. Because personally we ain't getting the pockets back. I know more chance to finance party to election. And when they can't get what they want, they just turn around. The truth is they just don't care if they country fall. They're forgetting that we government do for one, they must do for all. That's why I say you must put your country before your party. Oh, that is the only way. The only hope, good God, to any nation's prosperity. Believe me, and put your country before your party. For progress and prosperity, strong economy, Lord, you gotta put your country. Masqueraders of this nation, a spectacular occasion, celebrating 40 years, giving Jaja thanks and praise, for sparing us another year. Effective all we perceive, yeah, celebrating, people rocking, place vibrating, June and July, keep say carnival, celebrating. People rocking, it's vibrating, June and July, the biggest thing in the land.
Today, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tomorrow, the Caribbean. Nice Radio. 90.3, 101.3, 96.7 FM.
Tune into Nice Radio every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. for A View from the Outside, hosted by Brayton Horn. A View from the Outside takes a look at key issues affecting St. Vincent and the Grenadines and gives a global perspective on how these issues are viewed. Host Brayton Horn will examine a variety of topics to enlighten, stimulate debate, and explore solutions. Hear the facts, hear the real-life stories, hear A View from the Outside. Join Brayton Horn at 7:30 a.m. every Saturday on Nice Radio for A View from the Outside.
This society need a spectacle. It might help us to see some evil. This society need a spectacle.
Good morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. It's the 26th day in the month of October 2024. And this morning I have no interference. I'm seeing you, Burton, and I'm sure that I'll be hearing you loud and clear. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Spicy. It's good to hear that we are uninterfered.
So we are right on target this morning.
Yes, we are.
It's a pleasure to have you back with us.
It's always a pleasure to be with with the listeners, with you, with the listeners of Nice Radio, and with all those who tune in to listen to A View from the Outside. We're always grateful. Yes.
Wonderful. And weak unstable conditions continuing to affect the islands. And it's partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, slightly hazy and breezy at times, with intermittent isolated showers this morning.
Well, let's hope that the weather improves for those who are in the celebratory mood to celebrate the 45th year of independence. The weather here in London, it's cloudy. It's really a typical wintry day, actually. It's cloudy, it's heavily overcast. It's 13 degrees Celsius, which is approximately 56 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, wonderful. Do you have any plans for today? Would you say it's a good, what is it a good day for?
It's probably a good day to just relax and do whatever domestic chores one has to do. So in terms of plans, I think that's where my heart would be today.
Mm-hmm. And what do you usually do on a Saturday?
I think you've been quite intrusive, aren't you? No, I do different things on a Saturday, but on this Saturday I am going to take it easy and assist as much as I can domestically.
Okay. Well, Britain, this week we are getting ready for our 45th anniversary of independence. For some, it's a really sad moment. For instance, there was a fire in Georgetown this week, a tragic fire that claimed the lives of two toddlers, 1 3 and 1 a year old. So
yes,
that is a sad moment for the people in Georgetown.
Yes, and we take the opportunity here, on A View from the Outside, to express condolences to the family of at this time. It's as you said, Spicy, tragic moment, tragic. No doubt the family would be going through a lot of trauma at this time, and we take the opportunity to express deepest condolences to them. And at the same time, we take the opportunity to say that we hope that they recover. It's a difficult thing to recover from, but in the circumstances, we wish that they can recover as soon as possible.
I trust so. Understand that they had a difficult time putting the fire out. It was really a challenge to put the fire out. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's my understanding as well. And in this year of independence, 45th year of independence, which is imminent, one would hope that basic things like those, are looked at. I mean, there has always been the cry, there's always been the call for all these things to be put in place. And it's only when something happens again that it seems as if people are reminded. But let's hope that that's not the case this time. Let's hope that the basic things are put in place so that when you have a situation like that, it could be dealt with efficiently and effectively.
Let's hope so. We still mourning the legal fraternity here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, mourning the loss of one of its most esteemed members. That's Baylis Frederick, a distinguished centenarian and one of the nation's greatest legal minds. Frederick, he passed away just 1 month after celebrating his 100th birthday in September. And you're also part of the legal fraternity. What's your take on that?
Yes, I see. You beat me to it, actually, because I was going to come to that. Baylis Frederick, I knew him, and we being part of the same profession, he and I have interacted on several occasions, and as you say, he was a very astute legal mind, and one of the things that I like to say about him is that he was fearless. You know, his advocacy didn't have any limits, so to speak. Because I remember, personally, I remember when Bigger Biggs was being arrested on his own land in Rabaka some years ago. Baylis Fredericks, who at the time was the oldest legal practitioner, he journeyed from Kingston to Rabaka in support of Bigger Biggs. So he made a mammoth contribution in terms of the legal fraternity, in terms of the law in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and also in terms of trying to get social justice for those who have been marginalized, for those who have been victimized and otherwise. So I, on behalf of all of us here on A View from the Outside, want to take this opportunity to express deepest condolences to Vinette Frederick, former senator in the House of Parliament in St. Vincent and the Grenadines with the New Democratic Party, her brother JB, who resides in the USA, and all the rest of the family. We take this opportunity to express deepest condolences to them as they mourn the loss of a giant in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we hope that they find strength from the very numerous memories which they would have of him, pleasant memories. He, as you said, as a centenarian, he died 1 month after he's celebrating his 100th birthday. So maybe that in itself tells us something about the man. He I hope, his soul finds rest, and I hope that that the family continue to keep his name alive as they try to go through this period of mourning.
I would say that he lived a good life, Brayton, because Vinette, for the longest while, she was posting him on Facebook, finding out what it was like growing up, and I think that was awesome. At one point, he said, when she asked him, what is the secret to longevity? And he said, do not allow anything to stress you. Nothing at all. Do not allow anything to stress you. And also, that was funny.
Yes.
And I think he was prepared as well.
Yes, it was quite commendable. The videos that you talked about, quite commendable on Vinette's behalf, to have him active, to keep his mind going, and to have him interact in the way that he did. And yes, I think many of us would do well to take the advice which he has given. Don't let anything stress you. In fact, do your best. Do your best in every circumstance, in all circumstances. In fact, do your best, and not be afraid of anyone. If there's one thing I personally have learned from him, if there's one thing I like of him, is his fearlessness. He was not afraid to express his opinion. He was not afraid to say how he feels about a particular situation. And he was not afraid, even in court, he was one of the most fearless advocates in the country. And if it's one thing I like of him, as I said, it's his fearlessness as an advocate. And I'm sure that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, have lost a giant. But in this life, even giants go sometimes, have to go. And so we are with the family as they mourn.
Is it something that you would like to adopt? Fearless? How are you in terms of being fearless?
I wonder whether you could answer that for me, Spicy. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think I exude any fear or anything? Perhaps that's why I admire that in him, because I don't see why we as individuals, we as human beings, I don't see why we should allow fear to dominate us in any circumstance. Because, the less, the more you become fearful of people, of a person, it's the more that person is going to use that fear to dominate you. So the less fearful you are, the less dominant somebody can be over you. And so it's not about me this morning, but yes, that is a trait which I hope I have, and that is a trait which I have admired in Baylis Frederick, sorry.
You're portraying that trait and you don't even know, because what you're doing every Saturday morning, that's part of it. You're expressing what's happening on the what you have on the inside and what you want to share with the nation. So that is part of being fearless.
Well, there you go, Spicy. You've answered it for me.
Yeah. And Britain, some posters are asking, what is there to celebrate? Are we celebrating, as we celebrate our 45th anniversary of independence? Is there anything to celebrate? I'd leave you to answer that one.
Well, I probably will leave it to the people who are celebrating, and we no doubt we are all celebrating independence from Britain 45 years ago tomorrow. But yes, I'm sure there would be a lot to celebrate in some instances. Some people would have things to celebrate. Many others probably would not, and. There's a short spiel which I have on that, which I would leave for that particular section. So yes, but I have no doubt that people will celebrate. I have no doubt that there are many who would ask the question that you did ask, and what's there to celebrate? Is there anything to celebrate? And some people will conclude that they have nothing to celebrate. Others would, no doubt.
But regardless, I love my country. Look at my t-shirt.
Yes, there you go. I wish I could. I wish I thought of that. Because of wearing my colors on my body, on my sleeve, as they say. But yes, I mean, I see no reason why anyone would not want to love St. Vincent and the Grenadines, particularly those who are from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a beautiful country. It's a lovely place.
It is.
It is only badly governed. That is my view. It is only badly governed. And if St. Vincent and the Grenadines is governed right, no doubt things would be better in the country. Things is not as good as it ought to be. And in fact, many things are bad. Many people will tell you that. And so, as the 45th anniversary has come around, let's hope that people get what they want.
While we're on that topic, I see that your bag is peeping out. Mm-hmm.
Not quite. Not quite. As I said, I have a very short spiel this morning. But before we do that, Spicy, I just want to remind you and all the listeners that later tonight, in fact, in the early hours of tomorrow morning, the clocks would go back here in the UK. And so when you say good morning to me at 7:30, it will definitely be morning here, because it will be 11:30 in the morning, not 12:30. So the clocks go back. We would be 4 hours ahead of you instead of 5. So that's just a slight bit of information in terms of time change.
1 hour closer.
We are 1 hour closer to you. Yes, it makes it more palatable to listen to the night programs. Right. So instead of listening to the program at your program at midnight, I'll be listening to it at 11 o'clock.
That's a good thing.
That when I say your program, I mean your Thursday night program.
Oh, okay.
What's it called again?
Love Chronicles.
Love Chronicles. There you go. Yeah, Love Chronicles on a Thursday night. And I want to say again as well that Black History Month in the UK. This month, October, is Black History Month in the UK. So we are almost through Black History Month, and as with it being the last Saturday in the month of in the month of October, Black History Month, we here on A View from the Outside wish to do a short feature on a Vincentian who made a significant contribution in the UK. Her name is Annie Brewster. Annie Brewster was born in St. Vincent. Her father moved her and her sister Laura to the UK in the 1860s. In 1881, Annie started to work at the London Hospital in Whitechapel as a trainee nurse and was appointed to the hospital's nursing staff in 1884. She was promoted to nurse in charge of the ophthalmic ward in 1888, where she worked with elderly patients who were losing their sight. In recognition of her work, she became known as Nurse Ophthalmic. So she made a mammoth contribution there. She died in 1902 at the age of 43. And she was buried at the City of London Cemetery in Newham, London. In 2018, her picture was plastered all over the hospital building in recognition of the work which she did. So, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Black History Month, we here on A View from the Outside recognize Annie Brewster, Nurse Ophthalmic. And we hope that her memory continues to live on, and that she continues in her death to have the name of St. Vincent, now St. Vincent and the Grenadines, recognized through the ages. So I just wanted to say that. And I hope that Vincentians back home in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, those who weren't aware of her would now become aware of her, and their interest would be piqued so that they could do a bit more research. Her name is Annie Brewster, out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Oh, good information there from you, Brayton.
Yes, thank you. And speaking about my bag, I'll go in briefly and try not to overstay my welcome. On A View from the Outside this week. This week we look at this week being the 26th of October, 2024. We look at independence. And we do so because St. Vincent and the Grenadines is celebrating its 45th year of independence tomorrow, the 27th of October, 2024. Yes, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, in terms of being an independent nation, will be 45 years old tomorrow. Some people see that as a long time. Some will say that in the life of a nation, it's not a very long time. But 45 years ago tomorrow, St. Vincent gained its independence from Britain. Now, 45 years on, you may want to ask, and at the same time, you may want to answer the question: how independent are we as a nation? In an era where begging and borrowing seem to be the main income earner of the nation, where hooks are deliberately, strategically, and uncaringly placed in the gills of the people of the country, are we really independent as a nation? And as you ask that question, as you ask those questions, you probably may want to apply the same question to your own personal life. You may want to ask yourself, how independent am I in my independent country? Whatever your answer, we here, Honor View from the Outside, say, for the 45th year of independence, we want to wish everyone a safe and incident-free period of celebration. Until next week, this is Breton Horn with A View from the Outside, with a reminder to send your feedback as usual to A View from the Outside. We also invite you to visit and like our Facebook page and our YouTube channel at A View from the Outside. Have a pleasant Saturday, have a wonderful Sunday, and have a productive week ahead. And as we said, have an incident-free and safe independence. All the best to you and the listeners, Spicy.
Thank you, Britton. Thanks for your contribution, and I'll catch up with you next week. Do have a pleasant day.
You also. Take care. Thank you.
All right.
Tune into Nice Radio every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. for A View from the Outside, hosted by Breton Horn. A View from the Outside takes a look at key issues affecting St. Vincent and the Grenadines and gives a global perspective on how these issues are viewed. Host Breton Horn will examine a variety of topics to enlighten, stimulate debate, and explore solutions. Hear the facts, hear the real-life stories, hear A View from the Outside. Join Breton Horn at 7:30 a.m. every Saturday on Nice Radio for A View from the Outside.
This society need a spectacle. It might help us to see some evil. This society need a spectacle.
And to make his contribution in regards to the view from the outside, we have Dave on the line. Good morning, Dave.
Yes, good morning, good morning. Wonderful presentation this morning as far as I am concerned. That really stimulated my mind even more about Vincentians who are unknown to what they have done in other parts of the world. And it's the first time I'm hearing about Nurse Annie Brewster, otherwise known as Nurse Ophthalmic. I mean, I know she would have had a career in ophthalmology, looking after looking at the eyes and so on. But I really enjoyed that presentation. I would like to ask my colleague there in London a little more about that individual. But to know that her father went to England, if I remember, 18th or 17th or 18th, that would be the 17th century, went to England that early and was able to send for his two daughters. I never thought, and having heard it for the first time, I am really amazed at how Vincentians have spread their wings far and wide. And sometimes when you hear the talk about this and that, as though the name of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, yes, we didn't have the technology back then, but those of us referring to the older generation, have set a foundation, and we should be far advanced after 45 years of independence. Sometimes when we talk and boast, you will think St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I refer specifically to the leader of the nation at this time. You would swear that we are number one. We are the number one nation in the Caribbean. But I think because of his own education, he knows how to put these things together. and convince those of us who can think critically that means has
Dave, are you hearing me? All right, I think his mic is muted and he's not aware of it. Dave, good morning.
In this country, oh boy, like all your clothes in your eye, all you do
I notice his mic is muted.
is what driving me crazy. Good God,
All right, so that was his contribution,
you can speak openly.
responding to Britain's Horn contribution to A View from the Outside.
Like all you're afraid to criticize him. Oh, the way he run in this country, it was MVP. All you would have chanted down already. But I tell him, I am not a fool to sing, but clumsy. You want me lose me what you think I'm crazy? I don't tell me wife and all me family. If pressure hit the land, we don't vote for the man, and by now you know. Can't tell the comrades so, oh boy.
Today, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tomorrow, the Caribbean. Nice Radio. 90.3, 101.3, 96.7 FM.
Your staircase isn't just to get from one floor to another. It's the centerpiece of your home. At District Stairs, we specialize in turning ordinary stairs into extraordinary features. Whether you're looking for a brand new stair construction, refinishing an existing staircase, or adding beautiful railings in wood, glass, or other modern materials, we've got you covered. Our expert team designs with one goal in mind: to help you stand out. Let your staircase be a conversation starter, the statement piece. Visit District Stairs today and build something unforgettable. Step up into elegance with District Stairs.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases. So you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
And now for Nice Radio's local news and sports.
Nice Radio's local news is coming to you with the compliments of the following.
Now, let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right. We cater for anybody. At a brand new location, too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street between Diamond Girl and Lane's number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and a survivor's benefit grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
Beryl, an early hurricane of unprecedented intensity, is fresh in our memory. The International Panel on Climate Change predicts for 2024 and beyond increased severity of weather and hurricanes due to global warming. Be smart, plan ahead. We can take steps ourselves to minimize loss and suffering from these threats. At Lanes, we have the necessary products, flashlights, water tanks, generators, water pumps, and more that you should have to provide you with safety and comfort. Whether building anew or reinforcing existing structures, Lanes can provide both product and specialty consultation advice at our Home Vision department. Protect your family and protect your home. Lanes, 784-456-1411.
Edwin D. Lane & Sons Limited announced its 45% independence clearance sale from Monday, October the 14th to Saturday, October the 26th. There will be 45% discount on clearance items, 20% discount on other store items at Lane's Hardware stores and Lane's Department stores. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning. Welcome to Nice Radio's news highlights, local, regional, and international for today, Saturday, the 25th day in the month of October. That's the 26th day in the month of October, 2024, read by Cheryl Matthews. First off, Prime Minister Dr. Alv Gonsalves visited Union Island yesterday to provide updates on the rebuilding efforts currently underway. During his visit, he toured the community kitchen and met with members of the core team who are overseeing the reconstruction program. The Prime Minister highlighted the significant progress achieved since the start of the rebuilding initiative, emphasizing its focus on enhancing community infrastructure and supporting sustainable development. He commended the core team members for their dedication to coordinate the project and ensuring that local needs are prioritized through the building process. Farmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines continue to show great resilience despite several setbacks in the industry. Minister of Agriculture Sabota Caesar says that St. Vincent and the Grenadines is considered the breadbasket of the Southern Grenadines, that's the Southern Caribbean, because of the resilience shown by farmers. The minister notes that St. Vincent and the Grenadines has an excellent export trade with Grenada for livestock. The country also exports produce weekly to Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, throughout the Virgin Islands, and international partners in the United States, Europe, and Canada. The Eastern Caribbean Group of Companies, ECGC, is marking the upcoming independence celebrations by lowering flour prices by 5 to 10% for OECS states as a gift to the region. This price reduction begins October 25 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and on November 1 in other OECS nations and Barbados, benefiting consumers, bakeries, and businesses across the region. Prices will drop for both bulk and retail packaged flour. The 100-pound cream of the island and Kerrygold bags will see an average reduction of $6 to $10 EC, while retail flour commonly sold in community stores will increase by approximately 10 cents per pound. Premium brands, including Easy Bake, Purity, and Kerrygold, will reflect a 30 to 90 cents reduction on supermarket shelves. Their timing aligns with the independence celebrations of several OECS countries. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, October 27, Antigua and Barbuda, November 1, Dominica, November 3, and Barbados, November 30. The beneficiaries of this price cut include Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, the British Virgin Islands, Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Montserrat, and Carriacou. In celebration of St. Vincent and the Grenadines' SVG 45th anniversary of independence, a flag-raising ceremony was held Friday morning at Bowling Green Square at the corner of Broadway and Whitehall Street in downtown Manhattan. The event was attended by members of the Vincentians community and prominent local figures. In his address, Rondi Luther McIntosh, Consulate General of SVG in New York, encouraged Vincentians to uphold their love and pride for the nation, highlighting the importance of resilience in the face of challenges. For the commemoration are planned throughout the weekend. On Saturday, October 27, the Empire State Building will illuminate in SVG's national colors from sunset until 2 a.m., honoring SVG's independence. The celebrations extend to Canada as well, with flag-raising ceremony scheduled for Toronto City Hall on Friday, October 25 at 12 p.m. and at Brampton City Hall on Saturday, October 26 at 11 a.m. An Independence Gala and benefit is set for October 26 at Parkview Manor. Additionally, Vincentians in the diaspora can witness Niagara Falls lighting up in SVG's colors on Sunday at 10 p.m., with the Brampton Clock Tower set to display the national color earlier at 6 p.m. These symbolic gestures across North America highlight the pride and unity of Vincentians worldwide as they celebrate 45 years of independence. In police news, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force is aware of a post circulating on social media involving serious allegations against one of its officers. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force understand the public concern such matters can generate and want to assure the public that they are treating this situation with the seriousness it deserves. While these are allegations at this stage, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force believe in following proper procedure to determine facts. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force remains determined to maintain high standards of conduct within the force, and any complaints regarding the behavior of the officers will be thoroughly and impartially investigated. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force encourage anyone directly involved or with relevant information regarding this incident to file a formal complaint through the Public Relations and Complaints Department. This ensures that all reports are documented and properly addressed within the framework of the investigative procedure. The goal is to ensure fairness, transparency, and due process for all parties involved. We now take a look at the regional story in Guyana. The Guyana government has announced that overseas-based Guyanese would also benefit from 100,000 one-off cash grant initiative, providing that they are in the country at the time of the distribution and have the necessary documentations to prove their citizenship. This was revealed by Vice President Dr. Barak Jagdeo during a press conference on Thursday, when he explained that the government has removed the residency requirement as an eligibility criterion for receipt of the cash grant. Consequently, Guyanese living abroad who are in possession of a Guyana issue identification ID or passport could now benefit from the initiative. In Trinidad, a former United States Marine who was born in Trinidad and Tobago and wanted in the U.S. for allegedly committing 128 sex crimes offenses against children has been extradited to face the trial. If convicted, Fazan Mohammed, who was arrested by Southern Division Police at his Princeton home in April this year, faced up to 40 years in prison. The United States Embassy issued a media release yesterday revealing that Mohammed was extradited on Wednesday after the appeal court in Port of Spain dismissed his challenge against extradition last month. In Grenada, the 8th High-Level Forum HLF for Caribbean ministers and senior sector officials responsible for waste management concluded on October 24, marking a step forward in the region's commitment to achieve a zero-waste Caribbean. Under the theme Strengthening Regional Action Towards a Zero-Waste Caribbean, the forum served as a platform for critical discussions on financing circular economy solutions, regional collaboration, and private sector engagement in waste management. In Barbados, Barbados will be able to tap into our £100 million or Barbados dollar $218.8 million loan from the European Investment Bank EIB for projects that secure clean water supply, improve collection and treatment of wastewater and solid waste, and upgrade flood prevention across the region. The island is one of 14 Caribbean countries that will benefit from the joint initiative announced by the EIB and Caribbean Development Bank CDB on Thursday. The EIB loan will boost CDB support for the identified projects, along with Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Belize, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago will be eligible for the EIB-supported investment. In St. Lucia, the sitting of the House of Assembly on Tuesday saw a heated debate over a proposed amendment to the VAT Act that would grant the St. Lucia National Trust, SLNT, exemptions on imported goods and services. Opposition leader and former Prime Minister Alan Chastanet was quick to challenge the proposed VAT exemption, questioning whether it was truly in the best interest of St. Lucians. In Dominica, the 8th High-Level Forum HLF for Caribbean Minister and senior officials overseeing waste management wrapped up yesterday, representing a significant advancement in the region's dedication to establishing a zero-waste Caribbean. The forum themed strengthening regional action towards a zero-waste Caribbean, providing a venue for essential discussions regarding financing for circular economy initiatives, regional cooperation, and the involvement of the private sector in waste management. In Antigua, Minister of Public Safety Sir Stedroy Benjamin has publicly called for the head of the local Police Welfare Association, PWA, Corporal Marilyn Harris, to be promoted. Speaking during the opening ceremony of the 11th intersessional meeting of the Caribbean Federation Police Welfare Association on Tuesday, Sir Stedroy praised Harris' exceptional service and recent achievements, unmatched leadership as the first woman to lead the PWA during his extensive tenure. The minister highlighted Harris' instrumental role in securing a comprehensive insurance policy for all law enforcement agencies. In Jamaica, leaders from the 56th Nation Commonwealth, made up mostly of British ex-colonies, gathered for a summit in Samoa, hoping to promote the bloc is still relevant. But instead of uniting to tackle pressing issues like climate change, Charles III maiden summit as king has been overshadowed by history. Many African, Caribbean, and Pacific nations want to see Britain and other European powers pay financial compensation for slavery or to at least make political amends. On the international stories, in Latin America, multiple clashes on Thursday between Mexican security forces and alleged criminals left at least 16 people dead in the violence-plagued southern state of Guerrero. The military said on the same day that a car bomb left outside a police station in western Mexico wounded 3 officers. A first skirmish occurred near the Pacific coast, where 2 were killed and 4 more injured. Later, security forces battled with a criminal group that had attacked a military base in the same area, killing 14 gunmen. According to a statement by the SEDENA National Defense Secretariat, farther south, that's farther north, on the Thursday, a car bomb detonated outside a police station, wounded 3 officers, local officials say. In the USA, Chinese hackers who tapped into Verizon system targeted phones used by people affiliated with the campaign of Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris, a person familiar with the situation, said on Friday. Republican president candidate Donald Trump and his running mate J.D. Vance were also targeted, according to media reports. Reuters could not confirm those reports. The Trump campaign was made aware this week that Trump and Vance were among the number of people inside and outside of government whose phone numbers were targeted through the infiltration of Verizon phone system, the Times report added. In the UK, British Finance Minister Rachel Reeves will increase employers' national insurance by up to 2% points in the October 30 budget as she seeks to fund the National Health Services NHS and balance the books. Reeves is also expected to make a significant cut to the earnings threshold at which employers start making national insurance contributions, with the combined measures expected to raise about £20 billion. This burden will fall entirely on the private sector, with public sector employers such as government departments and the NHS being reimbursed by the Treasury to avoid cut. In Europe, Georgians vote on Saturday in a parliamentary election depicted by both sides as an existential battle that will determine whether the country integrates closely with the West or lean back towards Moscow. The vote pits the ruling Georgian Dream Party in power since 2012 against 4 main blocs representing the pro-Western opposition. Some 3.5 million Georgians are eligible to cast ballots. In Africa, in a bid to improve healthcare delivery, the Nigerian government has partnered with US-based drone technology company Zipline to enhance healthcare access using an advanced drone delivery system. In April 2024, the company made a history with 1 million deliveries to rail customers and currently completes one every second. In Nigeria, they are partnering to deliver over 1.5 million vaccine doses, reaching thousands of zero-dose children. The Jones Company began its medical logistics deliveries to remote hospitals and medical facilities in Kaduna, Nigeria in June 2022, and has since then expanded to 2 other states. In the Middle East, the International Criminal Court ICC said on Friday it had replaced one of the judges deciding on a prosecution request for an arrest warrant for Israelite Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a move that could lead to further delay in the case. Romanian magistrate asked to leave the 3-judge panel on health grounds on Friday and was immediately replaced by Slovenian ICC judge Betty Hola. The move is expected to further delay decision in the case focused on the Gaza conflict, as a new judge will need time to catch up on the filing. And finally, in the Far East, India and China have begun implementing an agreement to end the military standoff on the disputed Himalayan border. The two sides said on Friday in the biggest thaw between the Asian giants since deadly clashes between the armies 4 years ago. Troops who were eyeball to eyeball at 2 points on the frontier in India region in the western Himalayas had begun pulling back. The process began on Wednesday and is expected to conclude by the end of the month, a senior Indian Army official said. The nuclear-armed neighbors struck a deal earlier this week on patrolling the frontier, which then paved the way for the first formal talks in 5 years. And that's the end of Nice Radio's news highlights, local, regional, and international. Stay tuned for sports, which is coming up next. And on behalf of the entire news team, I'm wishing you a safe and productive day and also an enjoyable weekend.
And now for the latest in sports, sponsored by the following.
Now, let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right. We cater for anybody. At a brand new location, too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street between Diamond Girl and Lanes number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and a survivor's benefit grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
TK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% intention. Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always say by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent Johns, a supermarket for you and me.
CK Graves and Company Limited, Sunrise Supermarket and Graves Marketplace will be closed on Sunday, the 27th of October, 2024. And on Monday, Sunrise will reopen from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Graves Marketplace from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM, and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Furtis, Lilies, Midushi. Excellent Vincentian products.
Instacash now offering you more chances to win with 2 new games. There's Strike for $2 and In Between available at $3. These 2 new games are loaded with cash prizes. With Strike, you can match up to 10 numbers and win $2,500. In Between, so easy to play, offering up to $6,000. Get your Instacash strike and in-between tickets at Lotto agents. And remember, with Instacash, there's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly.
The public is asked to note that chiropractor Dr. Edmund Seeley is now conducting clinic and will see patients by appointments only. To make an appointment, call 456-9318 or 531-5318.
Sports report for Saturday, the 26th of October 2024. Most sports are suspended this Independence weekend, except for ComSports, Top Belay Progressive Organization Softball Cricket, and the Basketball 3x3 at Leyuhard Court on the 27th and the 28th of October 2024. In the ComSports Independence Invitational Football at ComSports facilities at Annesville, on Thursday the 24th, Lago Height 1 and Cyan Hill 0. Rogers Older Boys 0 and Hope Masters 0. We have no results from Friday's game. Results in the Vitamall Cyan Hill Netball Tournament on Thursday the 24th. In Game 1, 3J's Valley Strikers 25, Jaguars 13. In Game 2, National Properties 54, Total 10 Technology Netters 30. Happy Independence to everyone. Games in that netball competition at Cyan Hill continues on Tuesday the 29th. Top Belay Progressive Organization Softball will play one day this weekend, which is tomorrow's game. Hilltop versus Bank of SVG All-Stars, and game 3, Outer Trouble versus Daphne United. That's all for local sports. Dougie Freitas presenting. In the rest of the sporting world, Pakistan are in control of the third and final test against England after 2 days play in Rawalpindi. Thanks to the masterful century from Saud Shakil, Pakistan made 344, Saud Shakil 134, Said Khan 48, Norman 45, Ahmed 4466, Bashir 34129, Atkinson 2422. England 267 and 24-3. The Englishmen are in a race by 53 runs with only 7 wickets standing as they enter into day 3. New Zealand are in control in the second test against India after 2 days. New Zealand 259 and 198 for 5. Latham 86, Blundell 30 not out. Washington Sundar 4-4-54. New Zealand lead by 301 with 5 wickets standing going into day 3. Harrison Ward has become the first Barbados-born player to officially sign an NBA contract. The award signed an NBA Exhibit 10 contract with the Boston Celtics for 2024-2025 season after playing in the NBA Summer League in Sacramento Kings. Matches down for decision over the weekend in the English Premier League: Aston Villa versus Bournemouth, Brentford versus Ipswich, Brighton versus Wolves, Man City versus Southampton, Everton versus Fulham. Then on Sunday, Chelsea versus Newcastle, Crystal Palace versus Tottenham, West Ham versus Man United, and Arsenal versus Liverpool. Matches down for decision over the weekend, and the results of the lone English Premier League for Friday: Leicester 1, Nottingham Forest 3, and in the lone La Liga, Espanyol 0 and Seville 2. Finally, women's football friendlies results: USA 3, Iceland 1. Denmark 5, South Africa 0. Ecuador 1, Chile 1. Italy 5, Malta 0. Switzerland 1, Australia 1. England 3, Germany 4. France 3, Jamaica 0. Spain 1, Canada 1. Netherlands 15, 9 different goal scorers to Indonesia 0. That's all for sports. Dougie the Freitas presenting. Stay tuned tonight.
The weather is brought to you with the kind compliments of the following.
Operating a business these days can get really complicated. What if someone slips and falls? What if you get robbed or burglarized? What if the truck crashes and you lose everything? What if one of your employees get damaged? What if your product makes someone sick? Worry no more. Let Century Insurance protect you from those what ifs. Century Insurance, offering employee liability, workman compensation, public liability, cash and goods in transit, bonds, professional indemnity, contractors all risk, and more. Talk to one of our friendly agents today. Call our Kingstown office at telephone number 456-2247 or Beckway 458-3855, or contact our representative, Mr. Jason Sargent, in the Bayshore Mall in Beckway at 454-4260. Call Century Insurance today. We can protect you. Century Insurance, upstairs the First St. Vincent Bank building in Kingstown.
Hennessy. Drive responsibly. Sole agent and distributors. Gonzalez Liquors.
Air filters, oil filters, fuel filters, disc pads and brake shoes, clutch disc, pressure plates, rotor plates, engine parts, fan belts, timing belts, oil seals, spark plugs, radiators, radiator hoses, water pumps, universal joints, suspension parts, KYB Japanese shocks for Toyota, Nissan and Suzuki, tie rods, rack ends, ball joints. You can also get accessories, cleaning supplies, polishes, titanium tint, black tint, Valvoline motor oils, Toyota and Honda motor oils, transmission fluids, Michelin wiper blades, headlights, corner lights, HID kits, HID bulbs and ballast, LED bulbs, and much more can be had at Automax Auto Parts. Automax goes the extra mile and spend the extra dollar to ensure that you get first quality Japanese auto parts. Come see the difference at our showroom opposite the basketball court in Camden Park. Call us at 458-2000 or 529-2070. Visit us on Facebook, Automax Auto Parts. Drive the extra mile to get the best first quality auto parts.
Please note that we open on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Randy's Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy's Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy's Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up. Reliability, convenience, and variety. Richardson Motors is your #1 stop.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
The weather, compiled by the Met's office at AIA, coming to you with the kind compliments of Hennessy and Century Insurance. The local weather report as of 6 a.m. The present condition is partly cloudy and slightly hazy. Winds northeast at 17 kilometers or 10 miles per hour. Temperature 28.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 78%. Barometric pressure 1012.7 millibars. 24-hour rainfall 0.9 milliliter. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 32.2 degrees Celsius, and last night's minimum temperature was 25.4 degrees Celsius. Sunset at 5:40 p.m. and sunrise at 5:57 a.m. Low tides at 7:04 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Upcoming high tides at 12:36 p.m. The marine advisory says small craft operators and sea bathers should exercise caution for above normal sea swells, occasional gusty winds, and reduced visibility in Saharan dust haze. Sea conditions moderate in open water with swells 1.5 meters to 2.0 meters. Winds east-northeast to east at 20 to 30 kilometers, 12 to 19 miles per hour. Forecast partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, slightly hazy, and breezy at times with intermittent isolated showers. Synopsis: weak unstable conditions will continue to affect the islands. We'll look at the regional and international conditions. Trinidad, 25 degrees and fair. Barbados, 28 degrees and partly cloudy. Antigua, 27 degrees and fair. San Juan, 27 degrees and clear. Miami, 23 degrees and fair. New York, 14 degrees and partly cloudy. Toronto, 05 degrees and clear. And London, 12 degrees and partly cloudy with light rain. That's a look at the weather forecast. Service provided by the government's meteorological office at the Argyle International Airport and coming to you with the kind compliments of Hennessy and Century Insurance.
No matter where you are in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, your radio is Nice Radio. 101.3, 96.7, 90.3 FM.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Oh yes, it's true. So when the wicked them rise up and time is my time, oh yeah, them are gonna feel the wrath of the Almighty. What? When the wicked trouble you, oh yes, when them trouble you, oh yeah, walk and sing a song for the whole of them. When the wicked fight against you, oh yes, when them fight against you, walk and sing a song for the whole of them. So when them drink a powder, set up and walk all them over. And I got bigger, this will be a shelter. My strength is the Lion of Judah. Live good, me tell all who are hunger. That fight and cease from anger. See God, cause he is the answer. You live forevermore. When the wicked trouble you, oh yes, when them trouble you, oh yeah, but I sing a song for the whole of them. When the wicked fight against you, oh yes, when them fight against you, oh yeah, but I sing a song for the whole of them. Them can't but like a you and sound of the seven. When they from a evil, them can't go away. But forgive them 77 times 7. When you forgive them, the Father will forgive you. They don't sharpen them down, but it a go to them in their own heart. Cause when them a plan God darken them part upon them own farm. So when them trouble you, oh yes, when them trouble you, go walk out and sing a song for the whole of them. When the wicked fight against you, oh yes, when them fight against you, walk out and sing a song for the whole of them.
In celebration of our nation's 45 years of independence, Memorial Funeral Home is offering a 30% discount for families who have lost a loved one during the month of October. Please note that cremation services are not part of this promotion, as that service already have been discounted. All transactions must be completed by the end of October 2024. Promotion starts on Monday, the 7th of October 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Contact us today for more information and to plan a respectful farewell for your loved one during this special time. Nice Radio's death announcement comes to you every weekday at 9:20 a.m. and 3:20 p.m., Saturday 8:35 a.m., Sunday 2:45 p.m., and sponsored by Memorial Funeral Home. For more information, call 45-81013 or email bdsnice@gmail.com.
Memorial Funeral Home is the first in SVG to offer on-site cremation service. The new and modern crematorium provides a safe way to memorialize your loved ones. Memorial Funeral Home offers a variety of urns in which you can preserve your loved one in a personal way. Cremation can ease the financial burden as it reduces the cost of a standard funeral service by 50%. Caskets can also be rented. Cremation is a necessary option to the overcrowded burial grounds across the country. Their friendly and courteous staff will continue to take care of all your funeral needs, whether you choose to bury or cremate. If your loved ones die abroad, there's no need to worry. Memorial Funeral Home can assist in the transportation of bodies to SVG and from SVG to any part of the world. Memorial Funeral Home services can be accessed at their two locations. In Kingstown in the Russells Building at telephone number 453-2697 and in Mesopotamia at 458-8888. The Memorial Funeral Home, leading the way in modern and affordable services. Call us. We care.
The death is announced of Joyce Millington of Stubbs, Bible, and Richmond Hill, who died on Wednesday, October 11, 2024. She was 92 years old.
She is survived by her children, Leslie Ann, Masha Ann, and Fitzroy Burgess, and Cornelius Millington. Sisters Isla Burgess in Trinidad, Joan and Mary Burgess in the USA. Brothers Levi Burgess in the USA, Leslie Adams in Edinburgh, and Ferran Burgess in Stubbs. 24 grandchildren, 55 great-grandchildren, 1 great-great-grandchild. Many nieces and nephews, including Gunnar Simmons, Andrew and Keisha Haid. In-laws, the Millington family in Sign Hill, Glen and Montrose. Cousins, the Francois family, the Burgess family in Stubbs and Bible. Close relatives, the Millington family in Sign Hill and Glen, the Francois family in Stubbs and Bible, and the Fergus family in Sign Hill. Other relatives and friends include Mr. Arnim Eustace, Fitz Bramble, Claudette in Rockies, Miss Peggy de Freitas, the Joshua family of Arnisvale, Cora Cambridge, Miss Doll in Richmond Hill, Christine Smith, Petro in Sign Hill, Hazeland Oliver in Richmond Hill, the Peters family in Green Hill, Ryan Primus, Stephanie Francis, the Cumberbatch family, the Colzac, Nash, Miller, Hadaway, and Haywood families, the Gould family in Sign Hill and Murray's Village, the Williams family, the Methodist Church Women's League, and the doctor and nurses at the Sign Hill Clinic. The funeral service of the late Joyce Millington of Stubbs, Bible, and Richmond Hill will take place on Saturday, October the 26th, 2024 at the Kingston Methodist Church. The body will lie at the church from 11 a.m. Service begins at 12 noon. Interment at the Kingstown Cemetery.
The death is announced of Wilma Helena Jocelyn, also known as Wilma Adams of Victoria Village, who passed away on Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. She was 84 years old. She is survived by her children, Verona Oliver, Violet Hannibal, Rudolph and Fitzroy Jocelyn in St. Vincent, Elvis Jocelyn, sailing with the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, and Carita Jocelyn in England. Sisters Oreen Jocelyn, Carlini in England, Clavina and Ezzie Gibson in the USA. Brothers Clavier and Dennis Gibson in St. Vincent. Grandchildren Vian, Javon and Olivian Jocelyn in England. Ashik George and Inja Jocelyn in the British Army. Ronil McLean in Canada. Romana Kwashi in Trinidad. Adonis, Giselle, Jolene, Atiba, and Deronique Simon, Azari, Brittany, and Isana Jocelyn in St. Vincent. Great-grandchildren, Kelon and Kiana Edwards, Ophelia Jocelyn, Osis Bilingi in England, Georgie and Neely McLean in Canada, Kiara and Kelvin Kwashi in Trinidad, Adonia Maguire in St. Vincent, nieces and nephews, Lynette James Franklin, Boopsy, Lennox and Selma, and Bernice Jocelyn, and Reuben Gibson in the USA. Dorit, George, Shannon, Marcia Gregg, and Andrew Jocelyn in England. Douglas Jocelyn in Bermuda, Linton Jocelyn in Canada, Bernice Jocelyn in Curacao, Marilyn Saunders in Trinidad, Nicola Evans, Hoskin Delano, and Ivor Jocelyn, Nigel and Louisa James, and Ruth Ambrose in St. Vincent, in-laws Oswald Olivier, Edison Hannibal, Clara Gibson, and Cosmond Samuel in St. Vincent, the Thompson in Chateaubelair, the Scipio and Adams family in Stubbs, Lorraine and Cynthia George in Victoria Village, Irene MacDonald in Upper Stubbs, the Jocelyn family in St. Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago, and the USA, other relatives and friends, Maul Trotman and family, Vastina George and family, Shirley Brown, Joyce Mapp and family, Barton Williams, Caroline McLean, Rudolph Charles, Donna Jackson, Nixon McLean, Donley Joseph, and Charlotte Scott and family, the pastors and members of the St. Elizabeth Baptist Church in Belmont, the pastors and members of the Church of God of Prophecy in Victoria Village, the Spiritual Baptist Fraternity in St. Vincent, vendors at the Kingston Central Market, the boys on the block at Victoria Village, many other relatives and friends. The funeral service of the late Wilma Helena Jocelyn, also known as Wilma Adams of Victoria Village, will take place on October 27. That's on Sunday, October 27, 2024, at the Church of God Prophecy, Victoria Village, according to Spiritual Baptist rites. The body will lie at the church from 12 noon. Service begins at 1 p.m. Interment at the St. Joseph Cemetery in...
The death is announced of Joyce Estina Henry, better known as Joyce of Glen, who passed away on Sunday, September 29, 2024, at the age of 80. She is survived by her children, Stevenson and Gordon Henry, brothers Bruce, Percy, George, Kelvin, Ezekiel, and Holly, sisters Peggy, Carmen, Judith, Judy Boucher, and Carol, grandchildren Esvert, Latoya, Whitney, Dacia, Sean, Johnny, Stefan, Stephane, and Stephen, great-grandchildren Jama, Rihanna, Ezani, Israel, Azer, and Stefania, better known as Sham. Nieces Yvonne, Andrea, Jasny, Ingrid, Olivia, Hannah, and Nisha. Nephews Bernard, Francis, Matthew, Perez, Mark, Collis, Andrew, and Alan. Daughters-in-law Sandra and Verolyn. Cousins Kenroy Johnson, Neil, Roger, Arlene, Philomena, Corinne, Virgil, Rhonda, Rosetta, Vernice, Lawrence, and Ivan. Close relatives and friends, Shelly and family, Olive and siblings, Laverne and family, Ken Johnson and family, Neil Henry and family, Pastor Cosmo Denny and family, Greg Francois and family, Julia, the Fundamental Bible Chapel Congregation and Ladies Group, and Teresa Searles and family. The funeral service for the late Joyce Estina Henry takes place on Saturday, October 26, 2024, at the Fundamental Baptist Church, Gibson Corner. The viewing begins at 10 a.m. The service begins at 11 a.m. Then to the Georgetown Methodist Church for viewing and tributes from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Burial will be at the Georgetown. The death is announced of Miss Jennifer Michelle Brown, family of Canaan, Mesopotamia, Indian Bay, and London, England, who passed in the United Kingdom on the 29th of September 2024. She was 61 years old. She was the former deputy principal of the St. Joseph Convent, Mariacourt. Left to mourn are her sisters, Daphne, Monica, or Teresa, and Judith Brown in Spain, and Mary Brown in St. Vincent, and Deborah Albert in the United Kingdom. Brothers, John Brown in the UK and Andrew Brown in Spain. Sisters-in-law, Mariana and Erica Brown. Brothers-in-law, Orvin Albert in the UK and Ronald Brown in St. Vincent. Nieces and nephews, Nathaniel and Jonathan Albert, Alex and Peter Brown in the UK, Chloe and Connor Brown in Spain, and Christine and David Brown in St. Vincent. Aunts, Mary Miguel Thomas and Pam Davis. Uncle Gerald McGill, many cousins including Candice Bennett Rivers, Roxanne Morris, Bom Bennett, Ken and Pam Brown, Gwyneth Ford, the Honorable Rochelle Ford, The Bacchus family, including Noel, Ali, Angela, Solomon and Simeon, Philip and Edward, Leslie and Alison Kwame, Ashley and Fabian Bull, Alistair, Anna, Maria, Vanessa, Melissa and Karen Miguel in the UK. The Marx family, including Angela, Roxanne and Andy. The Bailey family of Mesopotamia, Adrian, Asquith, Michael and Nicole, Gerlin Miguel and family, Justin Da Silva, Samantha and Simone Young in Canada, and Jessie Hope Knights. The principal, Sister Jacinthia Wallace, and staff and students of the St. Joseph Convent Maria Choir, and the associates of the Board of Cluny, Sister Martha Sebastian, Bishop Gerald County, and the priests and deacons of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Kingstown, the Catholic community of SVG, and in particular, the parishioners of the Cathedral of the Assumption and the Saturday evening congregation, members of the Witness Choir and the Diocesan Choir, Mrs. Dorrit Mayers, Celine Dopwell, Kamisha Hunter Oliver, Dr. Miriam and Joseph Sheridan, Mrs. Cassian Abbott, Robert and Melanie Banfield and their families, Jacqueline Albert and Kyle DeFreitas and family, and Harry and family. The funeral service of the late Jennifer Michelle Brown will take place on Thursday, the 31st of October 2024 at Mary Mother of God RC Church, 192 Nags Head Road, Enfield, UK. Funeral mass begins at 12 noon. Burial will be at the Lavender Hill Cemetery, Enfield, UK. A memorial service for the late Jennifer Brown will be held in St. Vincent at a date to be announced. The death is announced of Timothy Grant, better known as Silver Fox or Trimmer of Unionville, who passed on Sunday, October 6, 2024 at the age of 84. He is survived by his daughter Donala, sisters Corinne and Adrian, grandchildren Cassandra, Rinella and Simeon, great-grandchild Nayara, nieces Ashley, Susie, Erica, Dara, Florine and Allison, nephews Titus, Mark, Andre, Colin, Damian and Elvis, son-in-law Simon Young, sisters-in-law Levney Payne, Louis Gurley and Magdalene Holford in Canada. Many cousins, close relatives and friends, the Simons and Greg family, other relatives and friends, Dr. Lugo and staff of the Beckwith Clinic and Hospital, Janice Peniston and Frankie Gurley, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, Jane and Glenda from the Healthcare Division, and Patsy Chambers. The funeral service for the late Timothy Grant, better known as Silver Fox and Trimmer, takes place on Saturday, October 26, 2024 at the St. Mary's Anglican Church. Viewing begins at 11 a.m. Service begins at 12 noon. Burial will be at the Port Elizabeth Cemetery. The death is announced of Rudolph Michael Neverson, better known as Boy of Camden Park, who died on Thursday, September 26, 2024 at the age of 39. He is survived by his mother Marva Neverson, wife Francilia Pear Neverson, children Runique, Raheem and Rachel Neverson, brother Kenrick Neverson, sisters Arita, Shelley and Zonia Neverson, nieces Zani and Janique Bonody, nephew Omari Neverson. Many aunts and uncles residing in Canada, America, England and SVG, mother-in-law Helen Pear, father-in-law Aaron Pear, sisters-in-law Francine, Arlene, Mary and Francis Roberts, brother-in-law Kenroy and Alfred Roberts, and Ken Pear, all in St. Vincent. Close relatives and friends, Vidal Small, Dwight Alexander, Monique Lamkin, Donique and Emerson Samuel. Other relatives and friends, the staff at the Marina Hotel and the French Veranda, and all those who lime at Monique's shop in Camden Park. The funeral service for the late Rudolph Michael Neverson, better known as Boy, will take place on Saturday, October 26, 2024 at the Apostolic Faith Mission, Camden Park. The viewing begins at 10 a.m. The service begins at 11 a.m. Burial will be at the Lomans Hills Cemetery. The death is announced of Lavon Clotilda Ordain, better known as Tanti Joy of Woodland Vale, who died on Sunday, October 13, 2024 at the age of 61. She is survived by her husband, Kenneth Ordain, children Marco, Dr. Rico and Zikio Ordain, and Natalka Ordain Reed, brothers Clement, Othniel and Garvey Woods, sisters Victoria Jeffers, Betty and Stephanie Woods, and Mivon Bradshaw, grandchildren Gabriella Ordain, Ziome Henson and Stephania Alabode, Son-in-law Barrington Reed, nieces Tesley, Charlene, Cherise, Sherion, Dotsy, Chandel, Sharika, Shanlin, Stephanie, Janine, Jamina, Fayon, Justine, Sherry, Phyllis, Nadia, Tanija, Keela, Sabrina, Samina, Sajina, and Lucria. Nephews Wesley, Desley, Cuthbert, Patmore, Dexley, Stefano, Troy, Akeem, Amani, Alton, Oran, Kino, Orlando, Devesta, Gavin, Garfield, and Jason. The Woods, Young, Hines, Jeffers, Francis, Denny, and Shallow families in Trinidad. In-laws, Eileen and Glaston Jeffers, Gayleen Wickham, Gillon, Lorna, Joanne and Beverly Woods, Lavine Sampson, Olive and Oric Ordine, Ronald Bradshaw and Timothy Mears. Caretakers, Joanne Thomas and Colita Hazelwood. Close relatives and friends, Irene, Brother Young and Amanda Young, Wilbur Jeffers, Ansel Crow, Daniel Millington, and Jeffrey Ballantyne. Other relatives and friends, Asbert and Donette Cunningham, Luan, Miss Robbie, Rosie, Alston Beckett Cyrus, the Wesleyan Holiness Church, workers at the Layou Town Bowl, and the community of Layou. The funeral service for the late Laverne Clotilda Ordine, better known as Tanti Joy, will take place on Saturday, November 2nd, 2024 at the Layou Miracle Church. The body lies at the church for viewing at 12 noon. The service begins at 2 p.m. Burial will be at the Layou Cemetery.
Nice Radio extend our deepest condolences to the bereaved.
Memorial Funeral Home is dedicated to meeting the needs of our customers. We go above and beyond to ensure satisfaction and convenience. That is why we are extending our services to the diaspora. Working with Caribbean Funeral Home in New York, burial packages can now be completed in New York to cover burials in St. Vincent, and likewise, packages can be made in St. Vincent to cover burials in New York. Caribbean Funeral Home is located on 1922 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn. Call their office at 718-444-1818 or WhatsApp at 347-925-9557 or 347-231-5410. For more information, call our local office at 458-8888. Memorial Funeral Home. Quality, convenience, and affordability.
In celebration of our nation's 45 years of independence, Memorial Funeral Home is offering a 30% discount for families who have lost a loved one during the month of October. Please note that cremation services are not part of this promotion, as that service already have been discounted. All transactions must be completed by the end of October 2024. Promotion starts on Monday, the 7th of October, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Contact us today for more information and to plan a respectful farewell for your loved one during this special time.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
Nice Radio's birthday celebration package is brought to you with the compliments of the following.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massey Stores. Massey Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massey Stores. That good.
Massey Stores, our family serving your family.
Welcome to Subway, where you can always have it your way. My name is Stacy. What can I make for you?
Hey, Stacy. I'll have a chicken teriyaki salad. All veggies, please. And for my daughter, Naomi, a pizza. Naomi, what would you like to have on your pizza?
Pepperoni bacon.
They've got tomatoes as well.
Pepperoni bacon.
What about some fresh onions, corn, pineapple?
Pepperoni bacon.
Naomi, you can also have olives, jalapeno, extra meat.
Nope. Pepperoni bacon.
Stacy, can I have one chicken teriyaki salad, all veggies, please, and a pizza with pepperoni and bacon?
You can have it your way.
Come into our uptown or downtown location today or order on your favorite delivery app. Subway, have it your way.
The birthday winner of the week will receive a $20 gift voucher from Massey Store and a $20 meal voucher from Subway.
Good morning. This is the time when we celebrate once more. Well, this is the first segment for the morning. If you want to celebrate with us, the number to call is 4565967. And with that, I'm going to go straight to my birthday bag. And let me say good morning, blessed day and weekend to all. Sending birthday greetings to Kathy and Williams in the USA. And Hayden George in Canada, they're celebrating their birthday today. Also, Venita Abbott in Belvedere, she will be celebrating her big day tomorrow. Happy birthday to Johnny Rebel Horn in Edinburgh, celebrating his big day today. Happy birthday to Vasita First Lady Kane. Scorpion Lewis in New York is his big day today. Tequila, Don Tequila, happy birthday, Don. Jennifer Enville, working at Corey's Distribution, is celebrating today. Birthday to Erica Young in Georgetown. Kitty the Freitas, British Virgin Island, and also living in Toronto. Rodwell Alexander of Barely celebrating today. Happy birthday, Rodwell. Happy birthday to Noshka Smart of Connery. Greetings coming from your mom and dad and the entire family circle coming together as one to wish you all the best. Let's go back to the phone lines. Let's see who is there. Good morning. Celebration package. Good morning. How are you?
I'm nice, great, and wonderful.
Great.
How about yourself?
I'm the same. And how is the weather on your side?
Nice and sunny, just the way you like it.
Okay.
Yeah. all ready for the weekend, I guess.
We all ready for the weekend.
You're all ready for the week. Well, there's a young man out there in the U.S. that he's celebrating. I think it's a big party going out there. So, well, let me say happy birthday to the Scorpion Man. He's celebrating his birthday today. Want to wish the Scorpion a happy birthday, and hope you have a fantastic one. Amy, DJ Brian, Debbie up there in Sand Hill, Mrs. Margaret A over there in Barbados, as well as Grace B, Deborah, Sharon, Miss Rose Taylor, everybody, Uncle P and Selena, David, everybody, and all the conglomerates. Blue FM, Power Slam Radio, Energy Radio 1, FPL Live, Clement, Humphrey and Fatty, Island Flavor Restaurant, Lucia, Vin Abbott over there in Concardi Radio, as well as Monty up there in Bay Hill, as well as Toroni Song, Success Radio, Full Force, as well as Caribbean Pepper Pot, Tropic Radio, Golden Tuning Radio, Sky FM, everybody. Want to wish the Scorpion a happy birthday. I know this is going to be a real party time, Scorpion. Happy birthday. I know he's going to have a fantastic one today, and hope that he lives to enjoy many more birthdays to come. As well as Glenn Roy Huggins, he's up there in the UK. He's celebrating his birthday today as well. Want to wish Les Roy a happy birthday. His mom Valdrine, sister Glenn Jean, Jay, everybody, Gemma, everybody, Ophi, Okel, everybody, Dodo. Want to wish the grandson happy birthday, and hope that he enjoys to the fullest. As well as Corvin Lee, he's out there in Anguilla. He's celebrating his birthday today as well. I know everybody want to wish Corvin, his big daughter, want to wish him happy birthday. His brother Kevin, as well as Loli and Stephanie up there in the US, in Canada, as well as Terika, Pat, and then everybody want to wish Corvin a happy birthday, and hope that he enjoy. As well as want to say advance happy birthday to Roslyn Lewis out there in the US. She will be celebrating her birthday tomorrow. Want to wish Roslyn advance happy birthday and hope that she enjoy when the day comes around. As well as Janae Bowens out there in Georgetown will be celebrating tomorrow as well. Mom Tamara, Grandma, great grandma, everybody. Want to wish Janae advance happy birthday. As well as Lana Aki, she's out there in Canada, will be celebrating tomorrow as well. I know her mom and all the kids and the husband want to wish Lana advance happy birthday and hope that they enjoy when the day comes around. As well as Christabel and Fitmore Francis. I think they will be celebrating their Jubilee, the 25th anniversary tomorrow. Want to wish them continuous marital bliss as well. It, quite a list, quite a lot of cakes. Independence weekend,
As usual, and put a little blue, green, and yellow icing for them to make it special. It's a birthday independence celebration. So it's an independent birthday cake. Put it that way.
You have a wonderful one as well.
All right. Before you go, I think Janae Bowens gave me the address for that one.
She's in Georgetown.
Then also, let's see, Lana Aki in Canada, Christabel and Fitzmo Francis. They're celebrating in Barley.
Yeah, the anniversary.
How many years?
I think it's their 25th anniversary tomorrow.
Tomorrow for that celebration.
Yes.
All right. So I think I have it covered. I think one more. Corvin Lee, give me the address.
Yes. He's in Anguilla.
Anguilla.
Yes.
All right. So you have quite a bit of cake this morning.
Yeah. That's a lot of
Quite a bit of cake this morning. Let me thank you for celebrating with us. And you can celebrate wherever you are. Show some love and appreciation. All right.
You as well have a great one.
You have a
happy independence as well.
And you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And if you're having a party, let me know, okay?
All right.
All right.
Remember, I've got the paparazzi around for you, so be careful, right?
I will take that in mind. All right.
Okay,
I'll take that into consideration. Thanks for calling. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You as well have a
all right.
Music in place, well, alright, take a wine and mash up the place and jumpstart this party. Whoa, let's have a nice time. Jumpstart this party. Yeah, let's have a good time. Drinks in place, nuff, woman in place, nuff, music in place, well, alright, take a wine and mash up the place and money in my pocket now, so I'm going in hard like steel. Girl, back it up on me.
And if you're celebrating today as well, you're celebrating with the First Lady, Hillary Clinton. She's celebrating her big day today as well. So if you're celebrating today, you're celebrating with Miss Clinton, celebrating her big day today. 4565967. You're in tune to Nice Radio 90.3, 96.7, 101.3 on a beautiful Saturday. Let me say good morning to the folks on the live. Caroline will be coming in at 10 with the program City View, keeping the company right up until 2. At 9:15, we will have Vin Abbott on the health side. And you're in tune to Healthy Vibes. Nice vibes, as a matter of fact. Every Saturday right here on the Nice. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to the phone lines. Let's see who is online. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
You sound far away. Is everything okay?
Because I'm in the car again. No, I'm not in the shower.
Oh.
I'm actually coming up the hill, but I didn't want to miss the birthday celebration. Every day, happy birthday to my customer and friend. This is the days of Grammar School. Happy birthday to Mr. Anthony York of Flick Best Control.
Okay.
You got that? All right, great.
Yes, I have
Thank
that.
you.
All right, thanks. Thank you.
So that was Caroline sending a birthday to Anthony York of Kingaran, celebrating his big day today.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you celebrating with us?
Yes, I'm celebrating my nephew's birthday. He would be celebrating tomorrow. His name is Kyron John Emmanuel.
And where is he from?
He's residing in the USA.
Mm-hmm. And so what do you want to wish him on his big day today?
Well, I want to wish him, this tomorrow is his day. I want to wish him all the best and let him know all his family in St. Vincent here loves him very much and wish him well.
All right. So
Also, I want to send advance birthday greeting to his mother. She will be celebrating on Monday. So the son celebrating Sunday and the mother celebrating on Monday. Jocelyn John Lewis resided in the USA. We love her very much and we hope she have a wonderful day.
All right. So I was typing as we speak, putting the names in the bag. Let me wish Jocelyn and Kyron all the best, mother and son. It will be nice if they can have one big celebration. So let me wish them all the best and that they live to see many, many more birthdays to come. And let me thank you for celebrating with us and do enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thanks, and you enjoy your weekend as well.
Thank you and take care of yourself.
From one fit to the next one, still carrying on. Give me music and liquor, still betting on. Once there is woman, soca. The session bound to turn over. Money pull up, DJ play it over. Not leaving this party sober. Raise me glass, toast the light. Time to free up my mind. Bring the grass, let me light. Watch me free up my mind. Right now, frost to the bone. I'm begging you, leave me alone. Right now, frost to the bone. I'm begging you, leave me alone. Right now, Russ. Right now, Tuesday. Right now, Russ. Right now, don't pass the tail. Right now, Russ. Right now, Tuesday. Right now, Russ. Right now, don't pass the tail. It's shots after shots, still carrying on. No time for work, but that still betting on. Once the bar stop, come money in my pocket. Oh, I can't bump and bucket. Don't myself a black in the traffic. In love with this dirty habit. Raise me glass, toast the light. Time to free up my mind. Bring the grass, let me light. Watch me free up my mind. Right now, frost to the bone. I'm begging you, leave me alone. Right now, frost to the bone. I'm begging you, leave me alone. Right now, Russ. Right now, Tuesday. Right now, Russ. Right now, don't pass the tail. Right now, Russ. Right now, Tuesday. Right now, Russ. Right now, don't pass the tail. Raise me glass, toast the light. Time to free up my mind. Bring the grass, let me light. Watch me free up my mind. Right now, frost to the bone. I'm begging you, leave me alone. Right now, frost to the bone. I'm begging you, leave me alone. Right now, Russ. Right now, Tuesday. Right now, Russ. Right now, don't pass the tail. Right now, Russ. Right now, Tuesday. Right now, Russ. Right now, don't pass the tail. Russ. Tuesday. Russ. Don't pass the tail. Russ. Tuesday. Russ. Don't pass the tail. Feelings, let go the feelings. Feelings, let go the feelings. Feelings,
side. Don't cause no argue, no fight. Don't hold me malice. I don't want we love like you die. I just want you here by my side. But tonight I take in a wine. Don't hold me malice. Just let go the feelings. Let go the feelings. Yeah, yeah. Let go the feelings. And don't hold me malice. Yeah. Let go the feelings. Let go the feelings. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let go the feelings. And don't hold me malice. Yeah. You wine for a man and me wine for a girl. So where you cussing for? Tell me what you cussing for. Don't tell me it's feelings are starting to catch. Me no sleep with the girl, so baby chill and let go the feelings. If I take a wine by the side, don't cause no argue, no fight. Don't hold me malice. I don't want we love like we die. I just want you here by my side. But tonight I take in a wine. Don't hold me malice. Just let go the feelings. Let go the feelings. Yeah, yeah. Let go the feelings. And don't hold me malice. Yeah. Let go the feelings. Let go the feelings. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let go the feelings. And don't hold me malice. Yeah. You see, on carnival time, I just want to do me thing. When I step out to line, it's strictly bumpers are seeking. I just taking a wine, but you're acting like if I'm cheating. I know you're playing yourself. You have me thinking about leaving. If I take a wine by the side, don't cause no argue, no fight. Don't hold me malice. I don't want we love like we die. I just want you here by my side. But tonight I'm taking a wine. Don't hold me malice. Just let go the feelings. Yeah, let it. Let go the feelings. Baby girl, let it go. Let go the feelings. Just let it. And don't hold me malice. Just let it go. Let go the feelings. Yeah, let it. Let go the feelings. Baby girl, let it go. Girl, let go the feelings. Just let it. And want you to hold me malice. Just let it go. Just let go the feelings. Yeah, let it. Let go the feelings. Baby girl, let it go. Let go the feelings. Just let it. And don't hold me malice. Just let it go. Let go the feelings. Yeah, let it. Let go the feelings. Baby girl, let it go. Girl, let go the feelings. Just let it. And want you to hold me malice. Just let it go.
Everything must be big, so big. Big speaker, big chop, big wheeler. Big road, big road, big road, big road.
So we are waiting Vin Abbott for Nice Vibes right here on the Nice Station. 90.3, 96.7, 101.3.
Tell them this thing, man. Me come to let down the pipe. Let down the pipe. Me come to let down the pipe. Set your bucket. Let down the pipe. No water. Me come to let down the pipe. Set your bucket. Let down the pipe.
No matter where you are in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, your radio is Nice Radio. 101.3, 96.7, 90.3 FM.
Everybody move. Let your body move. Show me the die, bye, bye, give me die, bye. Keep on grooving. Keep on grooving.
Nice Radio presents Healthy Vibes, a live health education program aired on this station on Saturday mornings. Healthy Vibes looks at the total person, physical, emotional, social, and spiritual, with emphasis not only on diseases and conditions, but also on the importance of individual, family, professional, and political responsibilities to health and well-being. Healthy Vibes addresses issues not often talked about. It is solution-focused. So join us this Saturday and every Saturday for Healthy Vibes on Nice Vibes on Nice Radio. I am Vin Abbott.
Good morning, good morning. It's time for Healthy Vibes. And let me say good morning to Vin Abbott on the line. Good morning, Vin.
Good morning to you, Spicy. Good morning to our listeners. Good morning to all listening to our program on Nice Vibes and Nice Radio. And for October the 26th, how are you doing?
Wonderful and wonderful. It's Independence Weekend for us. I don't know if in terms of any kind of celebration, if that is happening on your side. I know that something is going on in New York. Anything happening on
Yes, celebration in the Vinci diaspora from the UK, the US of A to Canada, and across the Caribbean. Wherever Vincentians are, we are celebrating our 45th anniversary of independence. Spicy. I know for Canada for sure, tomorrow evening, there will be, well, this evening actually, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association of Toronto will be holding its gala. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they'll be traveling to there's a bus trip to the Niagara Falls to witness the lighting up of the falls with the flag of the colors of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I know that Montreal had their gala last weekend, and I know come November the 2nd in Ottawa, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association of Ottawa will be holding its Masquerade Gala, and that will feature a host of young Vincentians in the diaspora and others. Yellows will be there. I know that's Calypso Entertainer Yellows. Dr. Byron Cox will be there to read from his new book. Dr. Nicholas Spring will be doing a virtual piece in poetry. And others will be there. We'll have MPP Andrea Russell, Hazel that is, and she hails from Beckway originally, and she is the MPP for riding here in the GTA in the Greater Toronto area, in the Scarborough area. She'll be there also to deliver, a short address. I think we have fashion pioneer, Salita Short. She'll be delivering the feature address, another young person And many young persons will be there being featured on November the 2nd in the SVGAO Masquerade Gala. You'll have Consul General Fitzgerald Huggins there also giving an address to folks there at the function. A couple of persons will be receiving awards, and young persons who recipients of scholarships will be there to be recognized. Samantha Tim will be receiving an award for contribution to community work and to volunteering. And yours truly, Vin Albert, will be receiving an award for contribution to community work and things like that, community business sort of in the radio, with Kankadi Radio, being a partner with so many organizations here in Canada and elsewhere. And I know it's going to be a wonderful evening. DJ Hypnotic Sounds will be there to provide music at this function in Ottawa. And I'm speaking to Ottawa because I've been running some ads for them, and I know, for example, I've been doing some work with the SVG Association of Toronto as well, and they're having their function this evening. Again, the gala will be happening at, I don't have it at hand, but it's not too far from where I am, at Barbara Green, I think it is. And you'll have Dr. Byron Cox there as well, or George Daniel will be the MC. You'll have giveaways and things like that, a red carpet event. It will be. So putting all this together, and Vincentians all over are celebrating. Like I said, I know in England, the Council of Vincentian Associations, in collaboration with the Consul General there, and others will be holding their activities. I think it's on November the 17th. I stand to be corrected. But I can get all this information to you if you so desire, Spicy. And I know there'll be another celebration in Reading, with the Vincentian Association there, and Kenny Wiseman will be the star act, so to speak, the main act for that function. So things are happening across the world to celebrate our 45th anniversary as a nation. That's St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Spicy.
Very well. As the Jamaican would put it, big things are going on. And let me say congratulations. Congratulations to you, Vin, and congratulations to Samantha Tim as well on your award.
Thank you very much. And we have a saying with Kankadi Radio and affiliates like Bay Hill News Network, Fun City Radio, Success Radio with Rosie Mohammed, originally from Sand Hill. She's a former youth netball star, adult, senior netball star as well. Rosemary and Pierre, I think most of you remember her as Rosemary Pierre Mohammed. She also Success Radio, Fun City Radio with Scorpion in New York. Monty down there, Bay Hill News Network, we hear Kankadi Radio, and working along with our partners, particularly SVGO, which is that small St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association of Ottawa. We have a thing, we have an approach, a philosophy. It's support for support. It's support for support. We all have different levels of skills, different types of skills, and we try to use those skills together to bring out a good product. And it reminds me very much of an approach that was used by a politician, an old politician out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, gone to the great beyond. Well, two persons in particular, two politicians, Papa Latham from the Network, Tamia from Maricopa Valley. He had this thing about self-help. Mm-hmm. The Maricopa Hospital, it was built on self-help in Maricopa, for example. And he has left that kind of a legacy upon which Jerry Scott, still with us, good morning to you, Jerry, if you're listening, also got into community development, reaching out to people with groups and organizations, to really build community. I remember we're into independence, Spicy, as we are speaking. Mm-hmm. I remember some years ago, we used to have things like Best Village competition, and folks used to come out together and clean up the village, and we had all these competitions going as in a self-help way in order to build community, to build pride in our community, in our surroundings, in our environments. These things don't happen anymore. But those are the things that I honestly believe we should be trying to tap into or build up on again. to really build community as we speak, independence. And like I said, this is what we believe in as a network with partners, support for support. You support me, I support you. However we can, we pull our skills and all that together and we support, because it's difficult to get the kinds of money to operate independently and so on. And when it comes to radio stations, you don't know that they're nice radio and as well. And even though we're internet, it costs money to really run radio stations. So we would like to be as independent as possible, but it costs a host of money, right? Nothing. I mean, what you have to deal with that nice radio. I mean, that's it's difficult, but we believe in support for support, and it's working. And I'm really grateful to the association there in Ottawa for recognizing the kind of work that we do at Kankadi Radio, Big Hill, and others. Again, and for me, the journey continues. The journey continues in terms of really trying to build and get people back into the business of support for support, self-help, community development. These are some of the things that we certainly believe in, Spicy.
Very well. Working together as a cohesive unit can be a good thing.
Yes.
Unity is strength. So I hope that they will continue along that part.
Certainly. Well, Spicy, I guess I can say once again, good morning to all listeners. You're listening to Healthy Vibes, and this is all about health. I often speak, perhaps at nauseam now, but I will not stop. I certainly believe that when we talk about health care and population health, we should bear in mind, or we should sort of reframe our thinking or our outlook. Traditionally, we saw healthcare built around, say, medicine, just the hospital or the clinic only. And so everything, we go to the hospital, we have to go to the doctor or the nurse or whatever. Everything was built around medicine, and in some cases, it's still like that. But when you take a closer look at healthcare, your personal health, population health, it's more than the hospital. The hospital is not going to make you healthy. It can help you to get better, to heal.
Right.
But in terms of maintaining health, in terms of taking a preventive approach, even sometimes a curative approach, we have to look at all those factors that contribute to health and well-being. We call them the determinants of health. All those factors that impact your life from birth. I would even go further than that, before that, from conception, during pregnancy, all those things that impact the unborn baby, during life, while growing up, while living, while growing into aging. All those factors that impact your life are things that are called factors that are called determinants of health. They determine the quality of health that one endures, one experiences. We can think about genetics, think about family traits, what you're born with, what your parents gave you, have no control over that. And then what they do with you, the food, safety, your gender, your sex, whether male or female, all those things impact your health and well-being. Education, finances, culture, sports, technology, transportation, communication. Of course, I mentioned like food. I mentioned that all those factors that impact your health and well-being are called determinants of health. And I think we really need to reorganize our thinking a little bit to look at health in those terms. When I think about health and well-being, I think about stress. That's what I wanted to continue talking about this morning, understanding stress some more. And probably I'll get into a couple of minutes of that this morning.
Very important.
As we celebrate independence, as we get into reflecting on our 45 years, I'm really encouraging us to think about how all those factors we just spoke about, where are we with them? And how are they affecting us? How have they affected us? How are they affecting us today? And how will they affect us moving forward for another 45 years? I don't know how long I have to live, but I know I've lived more than half of my life, so I won't have another 45. And so how can we really make a difference, turn things around a little bit? Is what I'm hoping that that would happen here as we reflect on our 45th anniversary of independence as a nation. Now, in addition to that, I'm hoping that we will be grateful from whence we came, yes, where we are today, and hopefully doing better as we move forward. The word gratitude is derived from the Latin word gratia. I hope I pronounced that right. I was never a Latin student, but it means grace, graciousness, and gratefulness, and all of course depending on context. In some ways, Spicy, gratitude encompasses all of these meanings. Gratitude is a thankful appreciation for what an individual, what we receive, whether tangible or intangible. With gratitude, we should acknowledge the goodness in our lives. And in this process, we should recognize goodness lies at least partially outside of ourselves. Just spoke about determinants of health. All those factors in the environment, outside of the body, also the external environment. As a result, being grateful also helps us to connect to something larger than ourselves, individually or collectively. Whether we are connected to other people, nature, or higher power. And people feel and express gratitude in multiple ways. They can apply it to the past, retrieving positive memories and being thankful for elements of childhood or past blessings. The present, not taking good fortune for granted as it comes. And the future, maintaining a hopeful and optimistic attitude, regardless of the inherent or current level of someone's gratitude. It's a quality that, as individuals, that we can successfully cultivate further. Now, there's a lot of research out there on the benefits, and research has been done. I won't get into that today. But the evidence is there that people who are grateful are happier than people who are not grateful. Are you with me, my friends? People who are grateful, as we just explained there, are known to be happier than people who are not grateful. You might ask, then how can I be grateful with all the stress under which I'm living? Well, to understand stress, my friends, we need to look at the events that occur, our thoughts about them, and the way we respond. And situations that are considered stress-provoking are known as stressors. And there are many major events that occur in our lives. Moving, leaving school. I think I mentioned some of that some last program I was on live. Changing jobs and experiencing losses. And, I can't speak enough about how important it is for us. With so many of us experiencing losses after losses after losses, how important it is for us to look at how we respond. Because as I speak with you, I am trying to respond to a death in my family in the US Virgin Islands. Happened Thursday night, just after 10. I'm still trying to respond to that. It's a very stressful situation, but I have to find ways to deal with that. And many other people can identify with that. So many persons have lost loved ones. Losses can come in different forms. It's not only about death, but so many losses occur. So many events happen life events happen on a daily basis. The hassles of life, these things happen routinely. They also contribute levels of stress that we experience. Some of these hassles include being, say, can't find a job, a horrific accident, being stuck in traffic, deadlines, conflicts with family members, And we can go on and identify so many hassles of life that we have to deal with on a daily basis. Between life events and the day-to-day hassles, we are faced with many stress-provoking situations each day. Our attitude towards them will determine our response. Coping effectively requires an understanding of the situations we perceive to be stressful. My question for you today, as I leave on the eve of Independence 45, what are the day-to-day hassles of life events? Yes, what day-to-day hassles of life events have you experienced recently? What are some of the hassles of life you're experiencing today? Do you have an idea of how you're going to respond? Are you thinking about how you're going to respond to those hassles? Are you going to try and do it alone, bottle things up? Or are you going to get some help, probably professional help, or talk to a family member or somebody, some trusted person? How are you going to deal with the hassles of life today as we celebrate 45? And this is probably a good question to all of us to ponder from the leadership, from government right down to each Vincentian. There are so many hassles that our nation are facing as we celebrate 45. I wonder how our leaders are responding, are planning to respond. The challenges are many. There's no question about that. We have to accept that. Think about the violence, for example, the crime and other things like that. Think about unemployment. All those factors that affect quality of health and well-being. How is the church planning to respond? How are the schools planning to respond? How the organizations, those that are still functioning, plan to respond? The police. We can go on and on. How about our friends in media? How are we planning to respond? What are our roles? Let's reflect on that, my friends. How are we planning to respond to the hassles of life that we all face? On this note, I really want to say thank you, Spicy, for having me on for another Saturday. Thank you, Nice Radio, for having me on, having had me on for so many years. Thank you so much for all those who've been supporting this program. Whether a good word or suggestion or whatever the case might be. We are extremely grateful. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to share this moment with you, to get into your space on a busy Saturday morning. For so many years now, more than 12 years, I'm extremely, extremely grateful. I'm also very extremely grateful to be called a Vincentian. Just to all the folks here in the diaspora, all of the colleagues or partners, I'm grateful. I'm extremely grateful. Happy 45th anniversary of independence, Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. Wherever Vincentians are located on planet Earth, we wish you a blessed anniversary. Spicy, once again, thank you. Thank you to management there, Dougie and others, and all our listeners. Have a great one.
Thank you, Vin, and my sympathies to you on the loss of your loved one. And I thank you for sharing with us the determinants of health and stress factor, which is very, very important, especially today. So a number of persons are going through so many stress levels. So it's always good to stop and give them some good advice, because we know that good advice is scarce. Today is also National Pumpkin Day. So I want to advise persons to put a slice of pumpkin at least on your plate today.
Wonderful, wonderful. My mouth is watering for a good piece of interview.
I know. All right, Vin. Once again, thank you for being with us again for yet another Saturday, and I'll catch up with you next week. Have a good one.
Definitely. Thank you as well. Blessings.
All right.
Everybody move, let your body move. Show me the vibe, give me the vibe. Keep on moving, keep on moving.
Nice Radio presents Healthy Vibes, a live health education program aired on this station on Saturday mornings. Healthy Vibes looks at the total person, physical, emotional, social, and spiritual, with emphasis not only on diseases and conditions, but also on the importance of individual, family, professional, and political responsibilities to health and well-being. Healthy Vibes addresses issues not often talked about. It is solution-focused. So join us this Saturday and every Saturday for Healthy Vibes on Nice Vibes on Nice Radio. I am Vin Abbott.
All right, so that was Vin Abbott with Healthy Vibes. Catch us next week at 9:15. We'll have another segment of Healthy Vibes for you. I see my lines going here. Let's see. Let's see who's on the line with us. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sister Gypsy. How are you?
It's Spicy. Good morning. I'm great. How
Spicy,
about
sorry
you?
about that. Sorry about Gypsy. Sorry. I just called to say here, listen to Vin and been listening to him for the very longest while. And as a person who's suffering, I remember Honorable Annie Eustace, and I really miss him. The greetings, brother, Honorable Annie Eustace and your family. Love you very much because you're the one who helped me to develop that compassion. And I want to say, when he came forward, I called him. He said, there's a document here, October 27, 2010, Opposition Leader Honorable Annie Eustace says there's nothing to celebrate. And this is one of the politicians I love so much, more than many others, because he's not actually in regular person that speaks, diplomacy. He speaks what is happening to poor people. And he is saying, in this 34th anniversary at the time, he's saying our independence is no different, because he's speaking about when other leaders being there before. I say categorically that as a nation, we are in a worse off position. For two consecutive years now, we have had negative growth in our country. Our people are deeply concerned about the serious crime situation in our country. It has gotten worse. The significant increase in theft, also he mentioned theft of crops, crime against property, which can be linked to our poor economic situation. Our people are worried about the poor performance of our health services. It has gotten worse, my sister. The constant drug shortages. Right now, Gypsy, to go to the hospital to get the very basic, even to get a shot, there's none, only 20% of the medication is down there. And to cut along, not to read more, but to go what Anish is saying. In this, he speaks about our independence. Our agriculture totally destroyed. No arrow, no ginger, no pepper, nothing. Gypsy, how could we ever say we are independent? Let me end by saying my daughter's in Anguilla. Anguilla is an independent country. And she could live, she could walk. There's no discrimination. They got medicine. In fact, every aspect of life. They even have an agriculture product when we have a better soil. She said, Daddy, starting off over there as a teacher, she's teaching over there. And they treat her with courtesy and love. She's an Anguillan. She has gotten her citizenship because she's been there for 5 years because her husband is an Anguillan. But why she was here, she couldn't even get a teaching job. Because why? I give support to the Honorable Annie Eustace. So once you don't support the ULP and Ralgonsa, you can't get a job. And I say, when we are not independent, and there's nothing to celebrate, and nobody tell me. And one of the things I love about Annie Eustace, he didn't go at no celebration, he didn't go at no parade. And I'm hoping Friday and all the others, I'm talking divisive politics. I'm talking here about our people. It's not about Friday, they get the salary. It's not about Leacock. It's not about Gypsy, it's not about Hamilton. It's about what are you doing about our people, our farmers, our fishermen, our people who say no to communism. And how could anybody be telling you to celebrate? And so you see all kind of flags and nice time and so on. You know who celebrating, Gypsy? Those are
Spicy.
those.
Spicy. Mm-hmm.
Spicy, sorry. Sorry, I don't know why I keep calling you that. But, Spicy. You know who celebrating? Oh, boy, I'm telling you, see them with flags in the car. I go up to them and say, but why? Okay, them work for this. My salary is 3,000. They're getting higher salaries than the average person across the board. And they're doing well. They could put food on their table. And they say comrade, and they say communism. And they reject God. And they're living well. While the masses, being you, we're suffering. While this station
is on the verge of any time they could come and just shut it down as they like what they do in Venezuela. Do not be afraid, Vincentian, to speak the truth about the reality of what is happening in your country. Everything is dead. Just 2 days ago, my wife called Vinlek. Gypsy, you know how much is my bill? $800. They're estimating bills. They will look at this and say, hey, honey, this one, they don't support, and they put on a $450 on my bill. What kind of a country are we? You can't even buy food. Love you very much because I'm not talking hate, I'm saying stay in your house. In fact, why are we even going out in the night with 39 murders? 4,133, baby. Serious offense crime last year. We have 4,134 by July, but yet Bailey saying everything going down. Come out and, leave your house when we have serious gun situation, criminals spreading the law because we have not done anything. And we come and we say celebrate. And so when we celebrate and give the wall and bring 16 diplomats here to celebrate, we give the impression that we're okay. Grenada, St. Lucia, Dominica, they're better than us. All the Caribbean countries are better than us. Even Haiti are better than us. But under Milton Cato, under Annie Eustace Watcher, James Mitchell, under Joshua, we had independence. We were independent. We were free. Love you very much because do not be afraid to say I am not a Vincentian anymore under this communist system. I love the country. But for God's sake, Gypsy, oh God, we cannot allow Guns Avenue to get away with this atrocity against our people and go out and celebrate because a few could eat and live while the masses suffer. Do not be ashamed, like Anna Yusuf, to stay away from any kind of a dictatorship that is trying to paint a picture so they could win back for 7 and 8 and 10 times and starve you out. It's time it stopped. It is time people speak out. It's time we call a spade a spade. My brother, I love you very much, but do not tell me to celebrate atrocity, corruption, devastation to our economy, devastation to our young girls. Gypsy, when you see them, how they're so beautiful, look at what is happening to them. Rape galore, especially our young children. Our police have lost their way. And they're lying about the crime situation because they're pushing a political agenda. And so only a few of us, they speak out. And when we speak out, Hamilton bitter. I love you very much. God bless you. For me, nobody tell me anything about our independence.
All right. Thank you, Hammy.
I love you very much.
I love you too. Thanks for your contribution. I think I have the First Lady online. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
All right. I think I lost that caller there. All right. I have just about 10 more minutes to go. I have Caroline on the inside, ready to take over from me. So I'll be leaving shortly. Quickly, let me go back to the phone lines. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Spice.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I am nice, great, wonderful, and sweet. Blessed and everything.
Wonderful. We have the First Lady in the house, and she is the lady you can find with all the local dishes on Saturdays at the Caleco Plain Field, and she will tell you what she has on her menu today.
Well, today we have a lot of things you can come and choose from, Spicy. Let me start with the favorite, the corn cuckoo. And today you can get your corn cuckoo with some steamed fish, and the fish is dolphin. Right, we have saltfish, you have blackfish, smoked herring, we got pork, baked pork, you got chicken, turkey. There's a lot of food to choose from. So you could just come on out on the plain field, come down, come on around, come up, come down, anywhere you're coming from. Just come on the plain field and get your food, local food, also local juices. And our favorite juice is there, the golden apple juice.
All right, so you have it all. You said it all. Join the First Lady today at the Caleco Plain Field for all your local dishes. And you did promise to get our national dish, breadfruit and jackfish. Do you have that today?
I didn't get any jackfish, spicy.
All right, I think we should change. We should change our.
Get any, but
we should change our national dish.
I think so.
I really think so.
I think so because in times when you need the jackfish, you can't get jackfish, and you can't store them for a long time.
And if I'm a visitor to the country, I should be able to go and get my national dish somewhere.
Yes.
So
I think
I
better put it
really
to
think that
blackfish.
they should really work on changing our national dish.
Yeah.
First, let me thank you very much and all the best today on the playing field. All right, thanks for calling.
Thank you, Spice. You have a wonderful one, and let me wish all St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the diaspora, a happy independence. God bless.
Thank you. Have a great one.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right. So I'm just
Just about to take my leave, and I see Dave on the line. Hey, Dave. Good morning.
Yes.
You could make it
Yeah,
quick.
good morning. Good morning again. I called back because I realized that I wasn't quite complete, but I know I had said enough for people to
Oh,
get the message.
your mic was muted.
Yes, that's a problem I seem to be having.
Right.
Yeah, so it's good that you have that lady there at this time, Independence Time, who can advertise or, tell us that all what she can prepare. And it's all Vincentian. It's all Vincentian food. So it's good, I just want to wish her well in what she does and so on. I can't get around to sampling all these different foods now. But if there's anything, I'll have to make an order something. But interesting time for Vincentians, 45 years of independence. And I tell you, there's a lot that I hope we can correct as we make our progress, as we progress. I am hoping and wishing, especially for the younger generation, that they can have a safe and prosperous St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's coming to Christmas too. And when some of us would have spent how much Christmases, it reminds us of how long we have been around and so on. So in the whole package, it's Independence Time we are celebrating, and soon it will be Christmas time. And that is putting the icing on the cake. Like I said, a lot has happened during this 45 years. Even within recent times, we have a lot to think about. We have a lot to repent for. And we have a lot to catch up with if we want to be God's children still.
All right.
That is so important. So to one and all, I am saying happy 45 years of independence, and hope we can build and make it a progressive one as we go on and on. Thank you.
Dave.
Have a
Thank
good day,
you.
Mrs.
You have a good
Spicy.
one as well. So here's where I'm going to take my leave. I see a message coming in here from someone saying happy 45th anniversary to you and the Nice Radio family. Also, I would like to wish every Vincentian at home and abroad a happy 45th Independence. Wishing everyone safe weekend of celebrations. Greetings coming from Nova Scotia, Canada. Thank you for the greetings. And right now, Caroline is in here dancing. I don't know what excites him. I don't know.
I got a request.
I don't know what it is, but he's in here dancing and praying that I get up out of the chair. I see the phone lines going, but what's the request, Caroline? Make it quick. I'm gonna give you the chair.
Grab up and there's Nico. I think you have to put it up on YouTube. I don't think it's in the system. Grab up and there's Nico.
All right. Well,
Please,
Caroline,
please.
I see it's 4 minutes to 10, so I'm gonna take my leave, give you the chair. I must say it was a pleasure keeping your company, and I really hope that you have enjoyed keeping my company as much as I enjoyed keeping yours. And on a more serious note, I wish you the natural pleasures of life that fills your heart and enlighten your spirit within. Spicy Cheryl is wishing you a great weekend. I saw the phone lines is going, but Caroline, I think you'll have to deal with that call when you get here. I've got to go.
Watch out! Move on! Hey! Ready way when you see me playing my sing-song. Ready way. If you stand in my way, I go push you down. Ready way.
'cause Granny